You're a great person. You're an awesome person.
Chompy.
Chompy.
Cricket. 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 Cricket.
Chompy's,
Cricket.
Chompy's new name is Cricket.
We're calling Chompy Cricket now.
Does the
Get
light
outta here,
look
Cricket.
okay? Does it look lit up? Do we look beautiful?
Do we look lit? Oh, it's lit,
Oh,
fam.
we lit, fam.
It's lit, fam.
Wah, wah, wah.
Get out of here, Cricket.
Get out of here, Cricket. Love you, bye. Oh, it's good to have our intern back.
It really is.
Oh, God, I wish you all heard that. That was fantastic. So while we're on the subject of cricket, Cricket made us badass koozies. That says, Big Boys Talking, and on the back, what does it say? Please sponsor us,
Liquid Death.
And what do we have here?
Liquid Death.
I'm going to put my Liquid Death in my Big Boys Talking koozie.
I'm going to put my Big Boys Talking koozie in my ass. We rockin', Big Boys Talking. Got my Nikes on. John's crockin'. It might be shocking. It's just Big Boys Talking. Turkeys flocking. Big Boys Talking. Apple sauces. Big Boys Talking.
What's up, everybody? It's Big Boys Talking
Podcast. We're going to crack one in for you in 3, 2, 1. How's that smell? I gotta yell at my water before I drink it, or else it might not taste as good. Ah! Oh, it's delicious.
I can
of that.
feel my thirst inside my mouth getting murdered. Woo! Liquid Death! Listen, I will buy Liquid Death. I would love for you to sponsor us one day. Please sponsor us, Liquid Death. But I'll still drink it on here, and I'll still shout it out every time.
Absolutely.
Because I love water in a can.
Tink.
Yeah, I'm recording now, okay?
Daddy's recording now, okay? Oh, when I say it that way, it sounds gross.
I like it when you say it. Okay.
She...
Hey, close the door. You are being an interrupter.
Cricket, what are you doing in here? Get on.
And here we were just giving you praise and talking about how
did.
we were so happy to have our intern back. Now you're doing this shit. I still see your eye. I still see it. I don't see it anymore, but I feel it. Thank you.
Venti caramel latte. Thank you.
Thank you. Oh, man. It is great
It is
to be...
a big boy.
That's right, baby.
You know what else it's great to be?
What?
Here.
Because that's what we are.
Yeah, and you are
There.
or
Somewhere.
but what matters is,
You're horny.
and that's what we are too.
H words all around.
Woo!
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Oh, God. So, here's my nim-nom.
Nop.
We got things to talk about and talk about things.
Yeah.
Because we're big boys talking.
We talk and we do things.
The first thing I want to talk about is the show we played this past weekend.
It was radical.
We have said it millions and millions of times at this point, but I love Cincinnati.
Yeah, that's so fun. You guys are cool.
Cincinnati rules. Cincinnati is so fun every time, and it just gets more and more buck each time.
It does. And they're like, we talked about it with John Hayes. It's so cool to go up there and see everyone just having a good time.
Right.
Like, I want to adjust my mic a little bit.
Big adjusting.
There's seldom a tough guy arms crossed head nod. There's seldom a scoff at your two-step.
Yeah.
It's just people watching a show, having fun,
And enjoying themselves.
just watching music, bro.
It ruled.
It's fun every time, and it was especially fun this past weekend.
And this weekend was cool because literally every band ripped.
Yeah, every single one.
Shout out to Darkroom from Columbus.
That
shit ruled.
The left hand on that drummer. I told him this. He never stopped. I watched him,
Dude,
the whole time. Ghost notes the whole time.
Me and Nick Newmeester. I don't know if you know him or not. He's the dude that like has like the fade cut and the goofy mustache, kind of a bigger guy.
Yeah. He was.
He's always at the shows.
Yeah. I know you're talking
He's cool. Yeah. He's a drummer. He drummed for the band Legia back in the day and did some other stuff too. But me and him were standing on the side there where the bass player was. And we were just watching him. And we were both just like gawking at his ghost notes. We were like, damn, if you don't know what a ghost note is, for people who don't drum or don't know about those things, ghost note is kind of like if you hear the music and it's going do cat do cat, and that cat is the snare. In between all those cat is like doom cat doom cat. Like it's like little tiny snare hits that aren't as big. That's the only way I know how to describe it. But when done right, it is so good.
Yeah, it fills up the music. It adds a layer to it that otherwise wouldn't be there because it adds like a different. I want to use the music word. It adds a different timbre. It's like a whole new timbre that isn't usually introduced in music unless you have like an auxiliary percussion part, which is not typical unless you're like a Latin band,
right?
Or the Mars Volta. I think Bring Me the Horizon has an auxiliary percussion part too. It's kind of weird.
Does Turnstile at all?
No, they all do their own. They have like
true.
the rototoms that the vocalist
They
does.
do it all their own.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
But they might one day. That'd be really cool. I'd audition. But yeah, it's.
Yeah, he killed it.
I'm gonna say it. Fuck you. If you ever watch this, fuck you, because I'm not as good of a drummer as you, and I never will be. So fuck you. And how about you come drum for Retribution? Now on to the next band.
Oh, you know him, you love him. Handsome John Hayes' band, Piss Flowers. They weren't supposed to play that show.
They weren't. No, there was another band that played though, wasn't there?
Yes, a band called Luis. And they were really cool because they were like this punk hardcore band that had like hints of like Southern doom to them.
It was
very cool.
I think it's what people would call blackened.
It was blackened. Sure. I don't know. I liked it.
I think that's what that is. Like blackened hardcore.
Yeah.
I think it's like it has like that
elements of like doom and metal and shit.
Yeah. Cause it was sick. I had a great time watching them. I unfortunately had to watch them all from behind them because once their set started, there was no way I could get out to the actual crowd.
That place there, the hub is so little, which is cool though because it's like there was easily like 70, if not more, people in that room, and it was packed,
stuffed.
It rules. But yeah, so they played, and then of course Piss Flowers. That was sick. They're such a good band.
Honestly,
I highly recommend seeing them if they're ever in your area.
I got to watch John Hayes accidentally hurt somebody.
He did. He is a maniac, and I love it.
Yeah,
I'm here for it. And then Burn Victim played apparently their last set. That's what they say. They've said it before though.
They have.
But who knows? This might be it. And if it is, I'm glad we got to be there for the last one because that band is very, very good.
If it's the last one, I bet Will's gonna message us and be like, "Yeah, it's the last one." After he watches it, he's just gonna message us halfway through the premiere and be like, "No, it really is, you guys."
Yeah.
But it was awesome. It was my wife's first show, 2022, first hardcore show in quite a while. Well, actually, no, she went to see Noctilus last year, so. Yeah, she's getting back into it.
Yeah.
She really enjoyed herself. We had a good time.
Yeah, it seemed like it. She seemed like she had a great time, which was awesome, man. I'm glad.
She didn't have usually she complains about at least one band, and she didn't complain about any of the bands.
Yeah,
which is awesome.
Like I said, that was
a ripper.
That was a ripper, and we've got nothing but rippers coming up soon too.
Balls.
Some stuff we can't talk about yet. But one is on April 2nd. At Legends in Cincinnati again, baby. Cincinnati is our home away from home. If you haven't noticed, we play there a lot. It's kind of home base for us.
We said it on here before. We don't have a scene, so we stole someone else's.
We go to Cincinnati because they love bubbies.
Why don't you give us your scene, Ohio?
But we're playing with Karma and Dare and Life of Crime. Age of Panic, and who else is on that? There's one more.
There's another band. Hang on.
Pull up the flyer. Pull up the flyer. Pull up
Hang on,
the
I'm
flyer.
pulling up the flyer. I'm pulling up the flyer.
Treason, duh.
It's
I'm an idiot.
treason. It's the
I'm a
band you were in, you idiot.
I'm a stupid
You
idiot.
big fat dumb head.
Good thing they don't watch this.
Yeah, they would never. Oh, it's treason.
Yeah, it's treason. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, treason. Yeah. But yes, so that's going to be awesome. That's just kind of like homie palooza right there.
Yeah, it's like some of our favorite bands, some of our favorite people, some of our favorite venue.
And I would suspect that's going to be a real poppin' show, just off of both Karma and Dare went on big tours with Knocked Loose, and they gained a huge following, which they were already growing like a lot, but like they got introduced to a lot of kids that don't normally go to those style of hardcore shows, which is really tight.
He's sick.
And it's really cool because we over the last few years we've got to play with Karma quite a bit actually.
Yeah.
And to watch them go from playing in front of like 20 people, like at Northside or at Spinelli's and stuff, to now, playing a sold out Chicago ballroom.
Yeah.
And like touring with Knocked. Like,
y'all made it.
that band.
Y'all made it.
Listen, there's something about hardcore that not a lot of people will agree with, especially like maybe younger people. But I'm going to sound boomer. I'm going to sound like a boomer right now.
Old man.
But I respect bands that grind.
Yeah.
I respect bands that put in the time and pay their dues, that go and play hundreds of shows in front of 12 kids and get paid $30 and fucking have a smile on their face the entire time.
Hell yeah.
Because that payoff when you get to play that sold out show, when you get to play that big fest, whatever it is, it feels so good.
Yep.
Like, I can confidently say that at the point that our band's at right now, we are starting to have payoff.
Yeah.
From the years of grind.
And I mean, we started our first practice back as Lost Boys becoming Outcast, and then of course in the Retribution was
2016.
October 2016.
Yeah.
I just that's crazy. It's been a long time.
And it feels good. It's, the growth has been good. Everybody that's been in the band is awesome, and they contributed really cool stuff and helped
Chris,
us grow.
Skip, Josh, Jack several times.
Jack's the forever member. Jack never leaves. He thinks he does.
We love all of you.
We love you, boys.
And you grinded with us. Maybe one day
we'll grind you.
We'll have
with our penises.
Over 1,000 plays on one of our songs on Spotify.
It's so close. Some of them are so close.
It hurts me.
Like, I'm pretty sure Enemy's in like 960s right now. It's like, it's right there.
Why don't you go listen to our music? Anyways.
More people listen to it than they used to. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's, and I'm not saying we're awesome because we're far from it, but we're getting there. We finally, it's every new thing we have written so far makes me go, ooh.
Yeah.
Oh.
It makes me go, wow.
Dang.
I would listen to this. Because like a lot of artists go, oh man, I'd never listen to my own music. And like I can agree if we've made music that I don't want to listen to.
Yup.
But we also are making music now that like back to basics, I jam.
Yeah.
I jam that.
Dude, EP rules.
Death of Myself, I jam that. Like
Yep.
honestly, since that release, since we started writing that, we've put out consistently listenable music.
And it's been fun. And people are enjoying it. It's been cool. And yeah.
Welcome back to big boys jerking their own cocks.
I like it. But all of that to say this, hardcore is a different genre in itself, and there's a lot of old ways and like old outlooks on things. Yeah, you can probably get famous on TikTok by posting a song the right way. Like that Kill Murphy dude, his band Kite Eyes have done that. They are way more popular than they used to be because of TikTok. And I'm not downing it. That's rad. Like the fact that people are getting exposed to music like that at such a high level and such a fast pace.
Yeah.
But there is something about a band just putting in the time. I mean, Knocked Loose did it.
Yeah.
You can get on YouTube and find Knocked Loose sets from like 7 years ago. There's like that infamous one where it's literally like 10 people watching them, and there's some kid running with a mattress and just hate moshes all 10 of them. Like, you know, they played shows like that all across the country several times. And now look at them. They're playing fucking Knotfest.
They're touring Europe.
They're touring Europe over Terror, you know?
Yeah,
like,
with who else is on
Static Dress was on.
Yeah.
Like, it's cool, man. It's cool
Listen
to see that.
Static Dress.
Yeah.
If you haven't, me and my boy Frank been talking about them a lot lately. We played FamFest online with them last year. What a sick band. Go watch their FamFest set.
Yes.
It's up. Do it.
Go do that.
You can watch it.
Go do that.
But yeah, music, hardcore. It's awesome.
It's rad, and I've been doing this shit for a while now. I can actually say that now.
Yeah.
I'm that guy.
Yeah.
I started playing in my first band like I was about to turn 14.
Dude,
and then
I've been doing hardcore. Hang on, y'all. I just had a realization. I just had a realization in my life. My first hardcore band, like my first band, it was a metalcore band. It was Christian metalcore, just like yours. But my first intro into going to shows, hardcore shows, and being a part of this scene was literally 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It's been popping up on my like Facebook memories, talking about Into Thy Hands practice, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like looking at this, I'm like, a decade. That's crazy.
Dude, it's wild.
That's nutty. I'm like barely a decade old, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Dude, I was thinking about it because I was just like, okay, I started going to shows when I was 12. And like my first show I went to when I was 12 and started listening to this.
That's almost 2 decades.
Next year, that'll be 20 years, dude.
You're old.
Oh, whoa!
He's 85 in hardcore years.
Yeah. But at the same time, I'm super young. It's funny, actually, you say I'm old, but I saw something a buddy of mine posted, and he was like, I don't understand why people talk down about their 30s, acting like you're so old and stuff. They were like, you're still super young, and for a lot of people, their 30s is where they get their shit together and life gets really good.
Yeah.
And I can attest to that, only being in my second year of my 30s, being 31. Pretty rad.
Things are going better.
Life is pretty cool.
The grind for the last eternity has been worth it.
Yes. I did a lot of growing up in the last few years, and it was worth it because now I get to still have fun and do cool stuff.
Worth it.
Worth it.
Is it worth it?
Let
me work it.
I'm 31 years old.
That's what Mrs. Elliott. That's your wife.
That's my wife.
It's Cricket Elliott.
Cricket. That's my wife. Hell yeah. But yeah, I'm done with that. Sorry, I went on a rant for a second there. It's just, I love it, man. I still love it after all these years.
Hardcore. That's hardcore.
That's
Waka waka.
Well, shit my ass. Look at, if you can kind of see behind me, your boy's got 2 monitors again.
Dose monitor.
That really does nothing for this recording process, per se.
No, but like when I called John because he's playing Apex Legends on Discord, now he answers because before he would have had to have like stopped the game and like gone into a bunch of weird stuff to do that. But now you
I'd have to open Task Manager because I have it in full screen mode.
But now you can just go beep, answer, beep. Isn't that cool?
It's cool when I do like editing stuff too. So like when I edit this and I'm pulling stuff from like the dark web because that's what I use.
Yeah.
I can just be like, you know, instead of being like, dun 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 dun. Now I'm like, but it's awesome. Yeah, I like it. It's fun.
really good.
I like it a lot. Anyway, yeah. So, I think it's time.
Oh, is it time?
It's time, Bubba.
Can we do trade-offs this time? Like I do one and then you do one. And I do one, and you do one. Okay.
Yeah. Here, and let's do this.
Okay.
Hang on. Look how badass this is, by the
What
way.
is it?
That's
What
an
is that?
Andre the Giant beer mug.
Oh!
Old school, baby. WWF.
Wait, there's a game called Leisure Suit Larry, Magna Cum Laude, and there's a scene where you're romancing.
You're boinking.
You're performing coitus with the lady.
Look.
And in the background of your room, there's a poster for a wrestler, but they didn't get the rights, obviously, to WWF or Andre the Giant. So they just put a B in front of Andre the Giant. So it says Bondre the Giant.
I love that.
And the whole time it cuts back to the poster, and he's just like standing there watching you perform coitus.
I love too that the side on the side it's Hulk Hogan, but instead of long blonde hair, he has a brown fro.
Turned up. That's Hulk Hogan.
Oh, it's so good.
Bondre the Giant.
I want to play it just for that.
Apparently, like when I watched Game Grumps play it, the mini games in that game are really hard.
Yeah.
Like they're like genuine. It's genuinely a difficult game to have like sex with all the women.
Of course. We just want to have sex.
I just want to have sex.
It's hard in real life too.
Well, anyways, folks, it's time for us to bring back one of our top-rated games, one of the greatest inventions of all time, I guess. Impersonations. They're funny. You like them. We do them well sometimes, and sometimes we don't. I think what John
I never do.
is insinuating is that we
Do
should
a little coin flip.
flip
for who
a
goes
coin
first.
for who's going first. I'm going to call heads
Okay. Put up.
because I like
fucking
heads.
hell.
I like tail, too.
You see it?
No.
I don't know where it went.
Hang on.
Oh god.
Tails never fails. Go ahead, John.
Oh. All right. So don't look at my screen. That's where I got it up on my computer.
I'm looking at the people.
Look
Hi.
Look at the people.
Hi, the people.
All right.
Friends, countrymen.
Here comes the first one for you,
read
bub.
I'm scared.
Who that?
I don't even want to look yet. I'm scared.
Who that?
Oh, it's Nacho Libre! I have a confession to make. I've never watched that movie.
Who? It's
What?
funny because he says nacho.
Yeah?
Like they're like, who are you? And he's like, yes, it's true. I am the famous luchador Nacho. And they're like, who? And he goes, Nacho. And he just holds it out forever.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought that's what I thought.
Now, this is a really embarrassing moment for me. I don't know. I don't know why I'm gonna keep touching your knee just over and over again.
Because we're H-word. Why don't you go get the GameCube and slam my thigh?
I'm gonna do it. Oh yeah. Okay.
Anyway, back to Nacho.
I never watched it when when it came out.
Yeah.
Like I guess I didn't know anybody with it, and it's hard to find.
It is. It's weird. It's like
I don't know. I don't even know if you can you stream it?
I think it's on. It was at one point.
Dude, we
gotta watch it.
I'm sorry.
It-
I'm glad that I did a good impersonation.
Yeah, I was
not
just like-
ever
I was
seeing
like,
the
oh,
movie.
you're doing the holdout part where he goes Nacho. I was like, oh, perfect.
I'm gonna find out if. Oh, I forgot what website I was on before this.
Hello.
The spicy one. If you watch TikTok.
No, my favorite thing in Nacho Libre is like, cause he's not a friar, but he's like in the Catholic Church thing.
Okay.
Like he wears the robe. Like he works at.
I've seen scenes from it.
He
and
works
that
at the
makes it
orphanage.
make more sense.
Yeah.
Because I was like, why is Jack Black wearing like a potato sack?
Yeah, he works at the orphanage.
It's on Netflix.
Hey, and then he basically falls in love with like the nun.
Yeah.
She's like the hot nun,
Oh.
and
I
But then
In
he's
love.
also wanted to always be a wrestler. So then he secretly becomes a wrestler. And oh, dude, it's so good.
I need to watch
And
this movie.
It's the same. It's the same guys who did like School of Rock and Napoleon Dynamite. And stuff.
Okay, so
it's very good.
You know what? I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm gonna watch this movie soon.
Yes. We'll have to watch it together.
I just want to experience.
I want to experience that with
Yeah.
you. It's good. I haven't watched it in a long time, but the dude, he sings a song about her at one point. And dude,
Can you sing the song, John?
yeah, yeah.
I want to know this song.
He goes,
I'm like someone that you're like showing like a foreigner that's like,
yeah.
wow, is this real? And you like show it to him, and they're like, wow, it's real, because like I know about this movie, but I've never seen it.
He's like, what is it? How does it start? Oh, he's like, in the end of time. Or no, that's the School of Rock song. Damn it. I went straight to School of Rock. Anyway, I can't remember the first part of it, but he goes, I ate some bugs, I ate some grass, I used my hand to wipe my tears, to kiss your mouth and break our vows. No way, Jose. Unless you want to, then we break our vows together. Encarnacion, Encarnacion, Encarnacion. Yeah.
Oh, he does the
He
does the Jack Black.
Yeah, he totally goes Jack Black.
Oh my God, I love when he does that.
And now you guys know that I can somewhat sing like Jack Black.
John has a loose grasp on being able to sing like Jack Black.
I do love him.
Do you want a Jack Black impersonator at your party? Don't hire Matt, hire John. I could actually do a pretty good Jack Black, but just not from that movie.
Yeah.
I'm
sorry. I was like Jack Black, and I was like, I want to pick a specific Jack Black character, and that was the first one that popped in my head.
It has to be. I'm just gonna joke on John for a little bit. It has to be the only Jack Black movie I've never seen.
That's funny. I also love his character in Orange County. Have you seen that movie? He's the like druggy brother.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
And he's like, I need I need Bob's pills, and he's like, an aspirin bottle, Tylenol bottle.
I really love him in Shallow Hal.
Yeah, dude.
I made Shelby watch that movie, and she was not expecting it to be as incredibly wholesome as it was.
It really is a wholesome
Also,
flick.
if you rewatch that movie, I'm not trying to get too off subject.
No, you're
here,
good.
But I think we're fine. This is our podcast. You guys can fucking deal with it. If you watch that movie, like, actually, just fuck you and go back and watch that movie. Gwyneth Paltrow moves the whole time she is like herself, like the skinny part that he sees. The whole time she's that character, she moves like a big person. Like you can see it like when she's walking around and stuff. Yeah, she moves like hilariously like flowy, and it's because like. And I watched the thing about it. She like purposefully moved like wore a fat suit for a long time, and like she did like the makeup for the fat version of herself. Also, if you're offended by the word fat, fuck you. I'm fat, he's fat, and we're both fucking sexy. So yourself. Can we beep that? Maybe we don't tell people to yourself. I got kicked off Twitter
here's
for
the
that.
thing. We don't yourselves. Just punch your legs.
Yeah. So,
but not
anyways,
sexually with a GameCube.
She like moved around the same way she did when she was in the bodysuit, and I just think it's really funny to watch. Like as soon as Shelby pointed it out to me, and we made sure that it was true, we were just like, "Oh my god,
that's
so
pretty
funny."
awesome."
Yeah,
honestly.
she's like, "Ooh, I don't know." She just moves like I do normally. I don't know why I'm doing it all weird, but that's the way
well,
she
shit.
moves.
Well, that's my first. You got me to sing the Nacho song, so there. We got something out of
I
it.
accidentally Uno reverse carded John.
Got me good.
I don't know which one I want you to do first. I think I want you to do this one because you actually live this person every single day of your life.
Oh, fucking hell. All right.
You like the silence? Had to hit my vape.
Big vapes.
John.
All right.
Who is this?
Oh, shit. What's his name? From San Andreas.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto San Andreas.
Do you remember the acronym for his name at least? It's pretty easy. There's only a few boy acronym names people can go by.
Dude, it's been so long since I've played that game.
This is Carl Johnson, otherwise known as CJ. From the game San Andreas, Grand Theft Auto. He's the main character and the focal point of the story. I'll have you know that every time John opens a door, I see the third person view of CJ walking into a door. Can you give me a I know you played that game.
Oh hell yeah!
I know you know
game.
some of his tagline, dude. I know it was my first time and only time because I'm never ever gonna do it in real life because I'm not gonna do this. But I picked up a hooker, so cool. We was boinking.
Hell
anyway,
yeah!
Coitus. Give us some CJ lines, baby.
Oh shit! Here we go again.
There it is. Can you pretend you're opening a door at the same time for the YouTube fans?
Oh shit! Here we go again.
Oh, he even has the lean in the walk.
Apparently, that's how I walk too.
He is. He walks like he's about to whoop ass. According to Kenneth, that's how I walk when it's raining at work. Like I just walk out to the car like fuck this goddamn shit. I'm about to whoop some ass.
That was me all day today.
Yeah.
I was like, this fucking sucks.
Cold shit rain.
Terrible. And I drove over 200 miles. But yeah, that's the
that's
only
pretty
line
much
you
all he
say.
really says. Other
Hell
people say
yeah.
things to him, but I just wanted to hear you say that. I love when Pop Smoke's like, catch up to the damn train, CJ.
Dude, it's so good. That game
Crackhead ass
rules.
motherfucker. Anyways,
Oh fuck.
what's next on the agenda? Could it be another
shit,
impersonation?
That's the wrong one. Yeah, but I just accidentally pulled up a picture of Jar Jar Binks. Sorry.
What is Jar Jar doing on your computer?
He said, Misa don't know. Oh God, it's us. What have I done? There he is. Who's that, Matt?
Oh my God! Oh my God! You. I hope Clayton listens to this. I hope Clayton listens to this.
Oh God.
Take a drink of water. I stole this bit directly from Aaron Hansen and Dan Avidan of the Game Grumps, and I'm not scared to admit that. Because I do it well, and I think it's really funny, and every time I speak of anyone with a country accent, like heavy, because I have one too, I know, don't at me, I always use this voice. So, let me... Hey, I'm Larry the Cable Guy. I just want you to know that I get heartburn a lot. And I want you to take Prilosec. Because I need heartburn, I ate a lot of ribs. I ate so many ribs that I can't even wake up without the heartburn. And I get it done. Because that's Prilosec. OTC, I would like for you to take and buy and purchase and consume Prilosec over the counter. At this instance, my name's Larry the Cable Guy from the Blue Collar Comedy Tour. See you later. Get her done. If Jeff Foxworthy tries to talk to me one more time this year, I'll file an EPO against his ass. He hasn't spoken to me once since 2008 with the Blue Collar Comedy Reunion Show. I think it's despicable. I know for a fact that Bill Engvall witnessed him breaking the Geneva Convention, committing war crimes against the people of Chattanooga, Tennessee. I know my face is so red.
I'm about to puke.
I almost didn't breathe the whole time I was doing that. That's
Larry Cable Guy,
Larry
everybody.
the Cable Guy, everybody.
Holy shit.
Well, I guess there's only one more thing for me to do.
All right. Yeah, what's my last one here?
Hey, John.
Hey.
Remember how when we started this, we wanted to choose some of the most prolific characters of our time?
Oh, shit, yeah.
I don't think there's been anyone who's done quite as much as this man.
Oh,
Who is that, John?
That's Forrest Gump.
It's Forrest Gump, baby.
Oh, that's Forrest Gump, baby.
I know you know a couple Forrest Gump lines. I know there's one he's going to do really well. I can't wait to see his face when he does it. It's going to look so silly.
Oh, God. Well, obviously, you got to do the most iconic one. Life is like a box of chocolates. And then you choose one. You never know what you're going to get.
His facial his expressions are going to kill me during this. Because you start fluttering your eyes when you get really into the Tom Hanks.
That's what he does, dude. Are you leaving? I love you, Jenny.
I've never seen someone tuck their chin to their chest so fucking hard.
I was running. Hey, Lieutenant Dan, I got your ice cream. Lieutenant Dan, ice cream.
We should recreate Forrest Gump. Would me and you play all the parts?
She smelled like cigarettes.
I love when he has the glass eyes when he's touching Jenny's boob. Fucking 1,000-mile stare, bro. Or my favorite line in the whole movie, Trevor will just yell it sometimes when we're playing video games. Well, he does the. I have a friend named Trevor. He's this tall, and he's a little redneck, and that's just what we love about him. And when we're playing video games and he's running in the opposite direction for whatever goddamn reason we don't know, he always just says, we're like, Trevor, what are you doing? He'll say, I was running. But he'll also pop in out of nowhere and just go, maybe you should take yourself back to Greenbow, Alabama. I love Forrest Gump. What a fucking great movie.
That movie was great. That was another one of those movies, like, growing up, I would just play at night and fall asleep, too. I ended up watching, like, half of it all the time. Like, man, this movie's great.
Man, I love the first half of this movie.
Oh, man.
What is, it's like one of those, like, I feel so good and so bad at the same time watching that movie. Because, like, that movie makes me sad, dude.
Yeah.
It's little things about it, like the scene at the end where he asks Jenny, like, where he says, like, is he, and you realize, like, oh, dude, like he fully understood the entire time he was alive that he was disabled.
Yeah,
that sucks. And it's like, why did they have to write that into that movie?
Yeah,
why couldn't they have just been like,
dude, that part was like, is he smart or
yeah, he insane, like, is he, like me? And she's like, no, he's normal on the IQ scale. It's just like, dude, because like then you think back to the beginning of the movie where like his mom's fucking the teacher, dude, and like he heard the whole thing about how he's like not completely there mentally,
right?
And you realize like, man, he like not only heard that but held on to it his whole life. I don't care if it's a written character or if anything weird is true about Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks is magical.
That was a great movie. It will be a great movie forever. Are you okay?
I got it.
Do you need to take another sip of your
deep down in
death?
there, brother. You got me choked.
Yeah, I've released phlegm that I didn't know existed from the laughs that we've done. My stomach hurts. This all hurts so bad right now.
I legitimately thought I was going to puke there for a second when you were doing Larry the Cable Guy. I was like, I leaned over here and I was like, oh no, my computer's over here. Where do I puke?
I was like, do I cut it off? And then like you were still laughing, so I was like, no, I'm gonna keep it going.
Keep it
I'm gonna see if I can
going.
push this farther.
Jesus, dude, that got me going. Oh my God. Well, that's the game for today, boys, and let's end it talking about what we watched last night, baby.
Wrasslin!
AEW
Dynamite. Super kick party time.
Oh,
and it
man.
almost was a super kick party for a period of time.
There it was. Yeah, that was great. All the matches were awesome. The matches were cool, but what was really, really good about last night's episode were all of the promos. All of the promos were phenomenal.
It's the first night that Shelby's watched wrestling with me that none of the promos made her go, see, this is fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's always the point where she's like,
yeah.
Those were doing?
All of those promos were big setups for the pay-per-view coming up, Revolution.
March 6th.
I can't wait.
At this point, we're just an accidental sponsor or ad spot for AW Wrestling.
I ain't mad about it. Dude, that MJF promo, though, like, because what the cool thing about what wrestlers do is they actually do take parts of their real life and talk about it and put it into their character.
Well, yeah, because what's more real than something that really happened? Like, even if it's part of a bigger backstory that's not so real.
Right.
Like, if you pull something that really happened out, then it really adds to the, like, effect of your story.
Yeah, like, so, like, him getting very personal and talking about, like his mental struggles and, like, the different, like, learning disabilities and stuff
like
he had and all of that, and like talking about CM Punk being like his favorite wrestler because that whole picture got brought up, you know, from the week before with CM Punk.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, to you, this was the greatest day of your life. You'll remember this day. He's like, but to me, it was just another Friday. You know, that was it. But I loved how he tied it in at the end to where he was just like, I had to become the best to spite you.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, he did it, baby.
Shelby was, oh my God, she hates MJF. It's so funny.
It's so good, dude.
I she's probably going to be like, why are you talking about me like that? Like, I know that it's fake. And I'm like, I know that she knows that it's fake. But, like Shelby gets more into, like, television shows and stuff than I do.
Right.
And so, like, she gets really, like, emotionally involved. And she's gotten to the point where she's remembering wrestlers, knows who's on, and doesn't like certain people.
Yeah.
And, like, it's funny because she, like, when I told her, I don't know if the world really knows. Like, I'm sure they do. Y'all probably watch wrestling things. When I told her about Cody Rhodes and his wife, she was like, good. And I was like, what? She was like, I think he looks like an asshole. I was like, oh my God, damn, what an opinion. She was like, Sammy beat him. I was like, I know, but damn.
That rolled.
But dude, she was like standing in the kitchen. She was making mac and cheese while that promo was going on.
Yeah.
And she was like, oh my God, well, is he really doing this? And she like stopped and went in the living room with me, and she was like, he sounds like every dude that wanted to fuck me before I met you. She was so torn up by his by his promo. I loved it.
What rules about that? Like, they always wrestlers talk about, if you can get somebody who's new to wrestling, who doesn't really watch wrestling, and you can get in tune with their emotions that much, that means you're doing your
it
job
right.
And that's why that's why I legitimately believe in MJF. He's only, I think, 25 now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yo, that was scary. Swallow, bub.
I haven't heard that in a while.
Yeah, now we're talking. But yeah, that's why, dude, he's legitimately, like, he does good in-ring work and stuff, but man, just
his personality,
that character,
of acting.
And the thing is, he's old school, because if he's out in public, he's MJF.
Yeah.
When he does signings, he's MJF. There's so many videos on YouTube and on TikTok and Twitter and stuff. Like, dude, I saw one recently where he was doing a signing, and this little girl came out. She's probably 12.
Yeah.
And she's trying to have like a verbal battle with him.
Right.
And it's really fucking funny. And she like stutters around her words, right? And he goes, yeah, you're fucking stupid. And what, like 12? And he goes, you know what? He's like, your dad should have spent the $10 that he spent extra to get this picture signed by me to buy a condom, so he never had to brought you in the fucking world. And dude,
Oh,
and
man.
the dad's just like, you hear giggling in the background, like, oh, man, he burned
Oh,
her.
shit, he got you.
And it's funny because, like, there's been controversy where parents get pissed off at him.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, it's his character.
Yeah.
If this was the 80s right now, you know what? Fucking, if you'd went to a signing, Macho Man would have been like, oh, yeah, look at the green with the gob, the Macho Man. You know, like, it was just what they did.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there was, with Bruiser Brody, they talked about his Dark Side of the Ring. His wife talked about, like, his hair would be all tied up. And he'd kiss her, like, they'd pull up to the airport, and he'd kiss her goodbye, and he'd tell his kids bye, and he loved them, and then he'd go, pull his hair down, make his crazy face, and walk out there in the airport.
So wild.
Because it was just like, then, when you were in public, you were you.
Yeah, because that's how you got the word out.
Yeah.
Everybody would be like, what the fuck's that? And somebody would be like, oh, man, you don't know that?
Yeah.
That's this guy.
So-and-so, yeah.
You'd be like, what are you, professional wrestling? I'd be like, oh, man, come to my house Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, so it's really cool. That's what I love about him.
I'm sorry to stereotype all wrestlers as Larry the Cable Guy. That's my bad.
That's wrestling fans.
Oh, yeah, sorry. Wrestling fans.
Around here, at least. Oh, shit. But, yeah, dude, that was great. It's going to be good, man. And then, I don't know. I love the story they're building up with Adam Cole and Red Dragon and the Young Bucks and all that. Because the thing is, Adam Cole, like Red Dragon, Kyle O'Reilly, and Bobby Fish, those were the dudes he was in a faction with in WWE. And Kyle O'Reilly and Bobby Fish were doing stuff on the indies before they went to WWE. So they were the Undisputed Era together. And so that's what's so cool about this, because Adam Cole, when he was on the indies, he was with the Young Bucks and he was part of Bullet Club.
Mm-hmm.
And that's so it's this cool, like he was part of two of the coolest factions to come out in the last like 10, 15 years in wrestling. And to see all that story, and like they've been building up this big storyline between other promotions too. So there's this guy, Tamatanga, who was he's an OG Bullet Club member.
Yeah.
And so were the Good Brothers. I don't know if you remember them, Luke Gallows, and they've been on a couple of times.
Are those the dudes that are coming to Corbin?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know about them, but I was like looking up like the people that were going to be at that thing, and I was like, oh.
So they're friends with all of like the Young Bucks and stuff. They were all in the Bullet Club together. Well, the current leader of the Bullet Club, Lethal J, the guy who showed up on AEW a couple weeks ago, and everybody was like, "Oh my God, they're forbidden!" You know, on I think it was Impact, he double crossed Tamatanga, and then the Good Brothers came out, and the Good Brothers had left the Bullet Club, and they did their finisher on him as well.
Ooh.
And then they all did the two sweets together.
Oh, hell.
And so it's like, I'm thinking they're going to build up to some crazy like cross promotion show where it's New Japan, Impact, and AEW, where it's going to be like Bullet Club versus Elite or something.
That's crazy.
Oh, dude, I am geeking hard about it.
This man's just so excited.
Dude,
I can feel the sweat permeating from his body.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome, and I'm stoked. And also, Buddy Matthews coming in last night, which...
Coming in as House of Black.
Yeah, dude, that was sick because what's cool is what they were like hinting at about like, oh, these men know each other really well is Malachi Black when he was Aleister Black, that, and they were both in WWE NXT together.
Ooh.
And so they had a big feud in NXT, and they had a lot of fantastic matches. Buddy Matthews, he was Buddy Murphy then. He's one of those dudes, he's a bigger dude.
He's Australian, right?
I think so.
I think I read that he's Australian. Is he Australian or Austrian?
But he does some insane like high flying stuff.
Oh,
like
hell
crazy
yeah.
flips and stuff.
Really? Because he's huge too.
Yeah. He's bulked up even more since WWE. But dude, I geeked. And like it was funny because after that happened, after AEW went off last night, I started scouring the internet and I was like, well, I gotta find a Buddy Murphy figure to put on my AEW shelf. And I found one on Wrestling Figure Shop. And I have a profile with them, and you build up points when you buy stuff and when you visit the website and log in. and I had a $15 coupon that was about to expire.
No way.
Boy, I got that buddy Matthew, Murphy figure for WWE, but Buddy Matthews figure for $11 shipped.
Look at you. This man.
Putting him on, I'm going to be putting him with the House of Black right there. You guys can't see, but I got him over there.
Out. They're sanctioned.
Yeah, it's sick. It's tight. It's sick tight.
It was so cool, dude.
Yeah.
Dude. Oh, man. He looked like a crazy man laughing after Buddy Matthews fucking came out there and kicked the shit out of Penta and Pac.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, my God, this is crazy looking.
Yeah.
Which Shelby was like, man, like Penta looks like crazy. Like I've never seen him before. And I was like, he looks crazier than he usually does.
Yeah.
And she was like, why? And I was like, because he got the black mist.
Yeah, the Penta Oscuro, that's like the dark Penta.
Yeah.
Because there's Pentagon Jr. That's one of his egos, which he was in Lucha Underground.
Okay.
And that whole thing is he's a luchador, but he also, like, it's really cheesy and silly, but it's cool at the same time. Like, he was a luchador that ended up, like, going and studying martial arts in Japan. And so he has the best of both worlds kind of thing. And so that was really cool. And then there's Penta El Zero, and then Penta El Zero Miro.
Yeah.
And then, like, yeah, it's dude. And he's just, oh, man. I love the Lucha Brothers in general.
They're
but yeah,
awesome.
that's sick. That shit was sick. That was a really good match. That whole show was good. I love wrestling. I love wrestling toys. And my new obsession's wrestling cards. So if you ever want to get me anything as a gift, get me wrestling toys or wrestling cards.
Toys.
It doesn't matter. I'll take any wrestling card.
If it's wrestling, he wants it.
I like it. I love it. I want some more of it.
We won't sing the whole song like we
No,
did that one time.
No. But yeah, I think AEW was awesome. If you've never watched wrestling and you've thought about it, I would encourage you to watch AEW first, because I think it's a product that people who don't know what the fuck's going on with wrestling or knows nothing about wrestling can jump in and get into.
Yeah, it's easily accessible. Me and my wife are proof of that.
Yeah.
My
It's
wife and I.
fucking rad that I get every Wednesday night. I get text messages from this guy. Whoa, holy shit, whoa, that's crazy, and I'm just like,
And you can tell, like the first two matches, I'm like, oh man, this is so crazy. And then like the last half of the show, I'm not even looking at my phone. I'm just like glued to the TV, like, what's about to happen?
unless something
bro?
crazy happens, and then it's just us texting in all caps back.
Oh my God, can you believe? Ah!
Like I said, holy fuck, Buddy Matthews.
I like, there was one point in the match where we didn't know what happened, and I just had to message Sean, hey, what the fuck's going on? I don't know what happened. I'm confused.
Oh yeah,
And he had to like break down everything for me. I love it. It's so good. I'm glad I got this guy so he can tell me about how I'm not that smart about wrestling, but I like it still.
Party on, dudes.
And how about those tensions in Ukraine and Russia? Anyways.
Anyways, Liquid Death Mountain Water,
Please sponsor us.
Liquid Death.
Please.
And if you like koozies,
do you?
maybe we'll start selling these, because Chelsea said she's got more and she's going to make them. So
My thing is,
shout out to my wife, for real. Close Enough Creative. Check that out on Instagram and on Facebook. She does some of the coolest digital art.
yeah.
She does commissions. She sells prints. We're going to be set up at some markets coming here in the next few months. April on, it gets kind of crazy for us.
Yeah.
But yes, a huge shout out to her. She got herself a new, that's why we're calling her Cricket. She got a new Cricket machine. And she made the cutouts and did the iron-on transfers to the koozies. Just
really good.
She was a practice and testing out, and she did a fantastic job, as she always does. So shout out to my wife.
Yeah, honestly.
Chompy, we
Most
love
of the
you.
time when you see something cool and you're like, whoa, John did that? No. And it's Chelsea.
Like our cool picture that you see before and after, or that like when you pull up the Spotify.
Yeah.
It's the cool animated picture of us being like, hey,
That was Chelsea.
Chelsea did that.
She the New Year's picture that we had up,
She did that.
she did that. I watched her do
The
that
the
right
Halloween
here
picture.
on the TV. It was crazy.
Yeah, the Halloween picture. She did
that.
So she we joke around and call her intern, but she really is like she's the third person behind this podcast that really helps with those creative sides of things that we're fucking stupid and can't do.
So let's get some air horns for Chelsea. Shout out Chelsea. Yo, Chelsea in the house.
I'm gonna put them in. So this is me. This is me.
House.
Ah, yeah. But yeah, man. Yeah.
Hell yeah. That's what I'm saying. You know what? I'm gonna say it. You know, we're gonna put it up on Facebook and Instagram soon. We're gonna give away one of these. One of the people that love our show and watch our show and want to listen to our show and want to drink beers or water with Big Boys Talking koozie, we're gonna give one away.
Yep.
And we'll have a post where you can share and like, and we'll put you in a bucket and we'll pick the best one, and that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah.
So yeah,
We'll figure it out. It'll be on Instagram with the official rules.
yeah, we'll do it.
Hell yeah, we're going to do it. And with that, I do believe it is time to say goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. 1, 2, 3.
Big
Boys
boys
talking.
talking. We rocking. Big boys talking. Got my Nikes on. John's crocking. It might be shocking. It's just big boys talking. Turkeys flocking. Big boys talking. Apple sausage. Big boys talking.